What is going on, PJ Trades community? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday because I know we are. We're coming off a 173-point unicorn breaker. Man, unicorns are just popping up all over the place. I think we've had 2 unicorns this week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to break down why I liked this setup and what basically was the foundation for why we took it. So let's hop on to a 5-minute time frame just to see what we were looking at here. So as you can see, the market was opening and we were chopping in this range here. And we are just not interested in any of this crap, guys. This is the area you do not want to be trading in, okay? The middle of the range. The reason why you don't want to be engaged here is because we have not swept a liquidity pool, right? There's nothing to trade when you're in this side of the range. You need to be waiting for a liquidity pool like London low or London high to get taken in order to then look for a setup. So remember, when you're marking your charts up, where is the major overnight highs and lows or the major overnight, the major previous days highs and lows? If nothing's been swept, you got to sit on your hands and not take a trade setup. So as you can see here, we wait. We're not getting involved in this 930 chop. The market opens up and it's chopping. Finally, we come down and we take London low. Now, the idea was, let's see how we react out of London, and then let's make a decision, or let's see if we actually have a model to trade. That's always how I trade, right? I'm a reactionary trader. I don't predict, I react. So we take London low, and now if we're looking at this on the 5, you can see we're wedged in this area here, right? But I do like this liquidity pool, and London highs. So I can see the market wanting to draw higher after taking London lows, right? It makes sense. There's still a lot of liquidity to the upside, and we have some low resistance liquidity resting here that we built up in the pre-New York session. So hopping down onto a 1 minute now. Actually, let's just jump on the 15-minute really quickly. As you can see, the 15-minute time frame, it's the same scenario on the 5. We're sweeping London low, and now I'm going to drop down onto a 1 minute time frame to kind of show you the fine-tuned entry. So once we get down here, all right, let's just delete everything. I'm going to do it all over for you guys so you guys can see it from scratch, right? We come down and we sweep London. Now, I'm not interested in this just yet. We swept, that's fine, and then we bounced. What you guys need to wait for is this next leg. That's going to be the manipulation leg. As you can see, we put in this wick low here, and then we come grab it. That's going to be our money sweep, right? This is the money sweep. That's going to be step number 1. We get the money sweep. Out of the money sweep, we also sweep London. We V-shape out of here, right? And rip higher. Now, with a breaker model, we're looking for the 4 key components, which is going to be a low, a high, a lower low, and a new higher high, breaking, piercing this high. That is the change in the state of delivery, but that is also the confirmation for our breaker. And how do we draw it? 2 highest up close candles before the leg down that took the liquidity. So we mark it here and we drag it out in time. That is now our breaker block. Now, if you look closely, this is also a unicorn breaker because we do have a fair value gap inside of the breaker block. That is what classifies it as a unicorn breaker, okay? In this setup, there's 2 scenarios always to trade this breaker unicorn. You could take the entry on the breaker retest, which is this, or you could wait for a fair value gap to go higher. Now, you do run the risk of the market, as you can see here, not coming back into that fair value gap, okay? And the market runs without you. I like to get in on the breaker retest, all right? If it looks clean and I have a draw on liquidity higher, I will get in on the retest, okay? Like we did here. Stops always below the breaker, all right? And then we are targeting at least a 1 to 2, which is right around here, okay? But this actually goes a little bit higher, and we end up getting more out of the trade, all right? So that is basically the inner workings of the breaker unicorn model. We're waiting for a major liquidity pool to get swept, which is London down here. We're waiting for that manipulation, right? We put the low in, high, lower low, new higher high. As you can see on this candle right here, let me actually replay this really quickly. You can see that's the retest candle and then a strong explosion. So we actually had no drawdown on this trade. That retest candle comes in and then explodes higher, and the trade ends up running 174 points to the upside. So yeah, I didn't come in today thinking, hey, we're going to take a reversal long off of London. That's not my mindset ever, any day of the week. I come in and I wait for a reaction off of a major liquidity pool. I then find the model that we trade, whether it's an inverted fair value gap breaker or unicorn, and then we take an entry based on what the market is giving us. But the key to this is if you do not have a draw on liquidity, see how we have this liquidity up here, but we also do have London high resting up here, okay? That gives me the guidance I need for a successful trade. If I didn't have any of this stuff up here, I'm likely not looking for this unicorn. I'm not taking this breaker. This really wouldn't give me guidance because now I'd be like, well, where the heck is my draw on liquidity going to be? So that was today's trade setup, 174 points, one and done. We didn't take any more trades after that. It's a Friday. I want to get into the market, get out of the market, because at any moment, Trump could send literally a Drake candle to the upside or the downside, and we don't want to be involved in it. So guys, I hope you have a blessed weekend. Make sure you study up, study hard. Class will be on Monday at 6 o'clock, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great one.